Well, that illusion was just ruined by the fact that I turned up the audio right as this song was ending. um, okay, it's a pretty awesome opening there, I guess. Love that song, by the way. That is, in case you were wondering, that is Made for This by Carrollton. I assume that's how you pronounce his name. That was our theme song for Best 8 Days, which I will talk about during this live stream here. But awesome song, very inspiring. You should definitely check it out. But hi everybody, it's the June stream. Hello. I know before anybody wants to say in the comments, "Oh, Lego Lover, you missed May." I get it. I missed May. I missed May last year too, because I graduated high school. But this year, I don't really have an excuse for missing May. It's cursed, apparently, as I put in the title of the stream. But hello, I'm Lego Lover 117. As per usual, go ahead and close that tab so it doesn't slow anything down here. So, okay, I think I forgot how to live stream. I just completely blanked out there for a second. Sometimes I forget that I'm the only one that's on the stream. How's the audio, by the way, everybody? I've noticed my encoder is telling me the audio is pretty okay, not as quiet as it would be beforehand. Tell me if it's good or not. I'm still using my old mic, or my Logitech old 720p webcam to speak through, not the what's this one, the C920 one that shoots in 1080p that I'm actually using for the video. Okay, so it sounds good. Okay, good. That's good. So how many people do we have watching? 8. Pretty good. Pretty good. Hello everybody in the chat. Winroy Mania, Angry TTT fan, Coldefell1, Aaron Vasquez, Gum Robber, J Game Guy. What's good, everybody? WMGI Industries. That's an interesting username. There's King Henry. All the regulars are here, basically. Okay. I've noticed no one has made any comments about the beard. Maybe it's because of the thing I put on Twitter, the little video I put out. I kind of prepared you guys for that. This is probably the longest it's been this entire year. But of course, you haven't seen it because this is the first year I've ever like shown the face and such. By the way, check out my meme shirt. Got a lot of compliments for this at work today. It was pretty awesome. Much like my Infinity Gauntlet ring that I am wearing currently, and my new one that has the House Stark symbol on it, the wolf. You can barely see it. Here it is. This is what it's supposed to look like on the ring, just smaller. Okay. So, what are we going to talk about in this live stream? Well, I guess I'll explain why I missed May. We're going to talk Best 8 Days, how great that trip was. Thanks, King Henry. He says the beard's hot. I know it is. Talk that trip, and just give you a little bit more detail about what happened on that trip. Future video plans as per usual. I usually detail those. The famous segment, things that I have that you don't. That would be a pretty good one. I think I've got some cool stuff here that I haven't showed you guys before or anywhere, basically. So that'll be fun. And we're going to talk drama because there's some drama that went down this last week. Um, and of course, answer some chat questions as per usual. So it'll probably be a pretty standard stream. I'm going to guess it's going to go for about 2 hours, I would think. So just prepare yourselves for that. So before we talk best date and such, um, do you have any questions for me? This would be the appropriate time to ask them. Because if you ask them later, I might not read them. So we'll just wait here for that, I guess. Famous Hector says I'm early for once. Early to this? It's fine. It's all fine. Gum Robber, I want next week to be now because Toy Story 4. Yeah? You know, I honestly forget that's coming out. I forget that. I remember Men in Black International is coming out this Friday, which I won't be able to see because I'm going to my friend Isaac's graduation party, but I keep forgetting Toy Story 4 is coming out, though. Of course, I want it to be next week for completely different reasons. Lego Lover, I have a question. What's the Krabby Patty secret formula? Well, you see, King Henry, Krabby Patty formula is the sole property of the Krusty Krab, owned by its proprietor and creator, Mr. Krabs. I don't remember the rest of that quote. If I would, if I did, I would say the rest of it, but I don't remember it. Sorry. Coleyfell1 says, thoughts on Dark Phoenix? Okay. I put out a very cryptic tweet the night I saw Dark Phoenix. I'm not going to talk about that film here because I'm releasing a vlog tomorrow of me going to see the film. Just recorded a vlog at a whim. So I'm not talking about that here. But suffice it to say, it's not very good. It's not horrible, but it's also not very good. Hi, Cable Tunes. Thoughts on season 23? I don't watch Thomas anymore. Don't care for it. Don't watch it. Don't ask me questions about that. I have a question, Lego Lover 117. What's your favorite Toy Story movie? What's my favorite Toy Story? Three. Three, no doubt. They just keep getting better as they go on. Three's the best. Fight me on that. Why is I'm sorry, Cable Tunes. You misspelled Stepney, so I have to say it. Why is Stephanie Gets Lost your favorite Thomas episode? um, it's my favorite because it scared the piss out of me as a kid, and I love that aspect to it. The fact that it's so scary and, like I said, scared the piss out of me. So that's really why I'd say it's my favorite. I just love the atmosphere to it as well. Am I excited for Frozen 2? No, I didn't even watch the trailer. I don't care. Who are your man crushes? That's an interesting question. Never thought I'd get asked that before. Hmm. I don't really have any, considering I'm not homosexual myself. I mean, that doesn't have anything to do with homosexuality, of course, but I don't know. Ryan Reynolds is pretty cool. Why Toy Story 3? Because Toy Story 3 to me just has the most emotion behind it. And it's the final concluding chapter in a film trilogy that actually feels like it gives you a satisfying ending. That's very rare these days. Do you dislike anime? I do dislike anime. I don't like the style of it at all. Now that might be because I've never actually sat down and watched a full anime, but I don't like the animation style. It pisses me off. Makes me very angry. How did your opinion change for Cars when all these years you be saying I think Cars 2 is better than the first Cars? That's from Gum Robber. My opinion changed when I got smart. I used to say that Cars 2 is better than Cars 1 when I was like 13, and I was like, oh, I don't care about the slow talky scenes in Cars. Cars 2 is better action scenes. My taste changed as I got older. I really enjoy the morals and the dialogue of the first Cars way more than Cars 2. While I think that Cars 2 is a lesser sequel to the first Cars, I still love it, no matter what. Your HMR for Lilo and Stitch cool Stitch impression. I met Stitch a couple of times. Sweet Cable Tunes. He says he's going to Disney World in at Walt Disney World on Friday. That's awesome. I've been to Walt Disney World when I was 8 or 9, I believe. It was a long time ago, but I also met the guy in the Stitch costume. I don't know where the picture of it is though. I have a picture of it somewhere. I just don't know where it is. Can you drive to Toad's house and spill paint thinner on his knee? I would, but I wasn't invited to Midwest Mashup, so also I can't go even if I was invited. Sorry. Cars 3 is a very dull film to the point where I left the theater. I disagree with you, famous Hector. Cars 3 is not dull in the slightest. It actually rivals the first, in my opinion. I love Cars 3. My favorite scene in Toy Story 3 is Spanish Buzz. I laughed my ass off at that scene. Yeah, I actually did just rewatch. I own all three Toy Story films on Blu-ray now, thanks to the Ultimate Toy Box collection that I bought a couple months ago, and I rewatched them all throughout this last week, or throughout a. It was a couple weeks ago when I did it, and yeah, I the Spanish Buzz. It wasn't as funny to me now watching it now, but it's funny. I got Toy Story 1, 2, 3 on 4K last week. I'm gonna watch them next week. Cool, Gum Robber. Let me know how those look. I honestly didn't feel like the 4K purchase was necessary. With me and a lot of 4K animation stuff, it doesn't look better to me. It looks sharper, but it doesn't look like it's a huge uptick from the 1080p master. Like, it just doesn't look better to me, at least not to my eyes. By the way, my favorite Thomas movie is Thomas and the Magic Railroad. Cool, Gavin. I don't know why. The movie's not good. I actually got a comment on a video this last week. I can't remember what video it was. It was something to do with Magic Railroad. Somebody commented saying how I need to stop hating on the movie because it's their favorite of all time. No, Thomas and the Magic Railroad's not very good. Don't get me wrong, I loved it as a kid, but it's objectively it's terrible. Thomas season 6 or season 7? 6. Seven's not good. I think you're gonna love the singer behind Gorillaz more than any other actor in Hollywood. Why is that, Aaron? You bring up Gorillaz every single time in every one of my live streams you're in, bro. Feel like a little bit of a problem there. No, I'm kidding. I'm an outdated, uncultured swine who still watched the first two Toy Story movies on VHS. You are outdated, angry TTTE fan. Come on, man. I might be one of the only people in the fandom who didn't even like Tatmare as a kid. Oh, you're a hipster now, Henry, huh? That's what you are. Well, I didn't even like it when it first came out. Nah, I loved Tatmare as a kid. Thought it was the best thing ever. Nowadays, I don't think it's the best thing ever. Don't think it's one of the worst things ever either. You know, there was many worse things than Tatmare, like the Holocaust, North Korea, the Democratic Party nowadays. There are a lot of things worse than Tatmare. Have you played Street Fighter before? I think. Can't remember. When I went to Gatlinburg a couple years ago, we had this old arcade machine in one of our cabins, and I can't remember. It was either Street Fighter or it was Tekken that we played. It was one of those fighting games. I'm pretty sure it was Street Fighter. um, yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Street Fighter. It wasn't more. No, it definitely wasn't Mortal Kombat. I'm pretty certain it was Street Fighter. If I could go back in time and find out, I would, but I can't, sadly. This isn't X-Men Days of Future Past. Yep, 7-year-old me was the biggest hipster ever. I was a hipster before hipsters were a thing. Hipsters have always been a thing, I believe. Tamar would be way better if they got rid of all the Shining Time Station elements. Hmm. Change everything else as well as the Shining Time Station elements, and it might be better. But I agree, cut those completely. I recently started watching The Loud House. I think it's pretty good, but their season DVDs are in volumes, and we all know how much you hate that. The Loud House. Isn't that a cartoon series on Nickelodeon, Gumrobber? I don't really care for any of that stuff. Yeah, I hate when TV shows are split up into volumes. It's ridiculous. It's a scam, is what it is. Like Valentine's Day, huge scam. Who are the kids choir singing the old Thomas songs? I don't know. I definitely wasn't one of them. I can't sing unless it's Parked Down by the Lake by Deans. Have you listened to Linkin Park? No. I'm gonna stop you right there. No. Hello, a Neville fan. Didn't know Neville fans existed. Before I got into Marvel, I thought Guardians of the Galaxy was a TV show because of the volumes thing. That's fair, Caldy fell. It actually is a TV series. There was a cartoon series that ran on Disney XD. I'm not sure if it's still on now, but there was a Guardians cartoon series along with the newly rebooted Spider-Man cartoon, Avengers Assemble. There've been a lot of Marvel cartoons ever since the '60s, where they barely moved. How do you feel about a Marvel Phase 4 announcement at D23? We're not getting that at D23, Paramount fan. They're going to Hall H. Hall H. I can't speak. At Comic Con this year. That's where we're getting the announcement. So far, the only person I still watch of Thomas is Victor Tanzing. I keep hearing that his series is good, and I keep hearing he went skydiving. I've never watched any of his stuff. I used to hate the episode On Site with Thomas when I was a kid, says famous actor. I don't remember that episode. Most of the new modern Marvel cartoons aren't that good. I haven't seen a lot of them in Coldy Fell, honestly. I remember though a few years ago when Avengers Assemble was on Netflix, they were gonna take season one off, and I had just started season one, so I binged it over like 5 days. I made it too. I finished it. Oh, the Patrick episode. That's what that one was. Okay. Now, yeah. Now I remember. I don't remember the details of it, but I remember what the episode was. Do you hate horror movies? Says Gavin. Kinda. I don't really care that much about them. I just never understood the concept of, oh, I like being scared and frightened. Like, why would you like that? That's so unpleasant. I don't know. That's why I refuse to watch New Mutants if that ever comes out, which it probably won't, but Harry Christmas 92's voice. He went skydiving. What I keep hearing. I heard you like trains. Tee-hee. Hi, Spencer. You spelled it right, too. Tee-hee. Next time on the Crimson Files, Victor Tansing goes skydiving. No, a better mystery on the Crimson Files would be, do you think Lego Lover is getting invited to TWRCon ever in his life? Find out next time on the Crimson Files. Spoiler alert, I will never be invited to that. Now everybody's just saying tee hee. SpongeBob's big birthday blowout is coming in 1 month, and the sneak peek is Gary singing happy birthday to SpongeBob. Cool. You know, SpongeBob and I are the same age. SpongeBob turns 20 when exactly? I don't know. I don't think it's before July 4th, because that's when I turn 20. But SpongeBob and I are the same age. No, a better question would be, is Lego Lover really an evil conservative? To answer that question, yes. To answer that question, yes, King Henry, I am an evil conservative, which is why I've been shadow banned from TWRCon. Which, by the way, apparently TWRCon's not happening this year. The biggest bunch of BS I've ever heard before. I'm sorry, that's the worst kept secret in the fandom right now. Sorry, guys, it's not happening. It's canceled this year. Nah, nah. Don't even try. Don't even try to hide that from me. People saying that Mario and Thomas are boring franchises, but I'm like, Nintendo is boring franchise. SpongeBob released in July. I'm hearing different reports here. I'm hearing separate reports here. Some people are saying SpongeBob turned 20 in May, but others are saying he turned 20 in July. I'm confused. Let's consult the internet. SpongeBob's. I typed SpongeBob. I can't even pronounce that. SpongeBob's birthday. Okay, so SpongeBob's canonical birthday in the series is July 14th, 1986. But the first episode date was May 1st, 1999. Yes. So SpongeBob is a couple months older than me, but we are the same age. Sponge boy me Bob, you're turning 20. Sponge Sponge boy me Bob, I have a nicotine addiction. Sponge boy me Bob, you stole me foreskin. So now I'm just reading the chat. Everyone's telling me May 1st, 1999. So I didn't even need to consult the internet for that, but you know what? I don't trust you. I don't trust any of you. Ooh, I got a comment on a video. What does it say? It It's on my Track Stars HMR. How long ago was that? January 15th, 2017. Jeez. Long time ago. That has 41,000 views. I probably made $2. But this comment comes from Doodlebops FTW. He says, this was my favorite Thomas and Friends DVD when I was a little kid. Good to know he's not even watching the stream. But it's okay, because he got his comment read out loud. So if he ever watches this, there you go, Doodlebop. Whatever the numbers were, or letters were, I forget. Also, I love how YouTube is recommending I watch my own live stream on my YouTube app. Like, thanks. Thanks, YouTube. Also, there's a Scott the Waz video underneath it, because Scott's funny. Hey, y'all. Scott here. I went to a psychic and found out I'm going to die someday. Guess what else turns 20 this year? The 10 Years of Thomas VHS tape. It does. It does turn 20. There's a lot of things turning 20 this year. But the important thing that's turning 20 this year is me. Not ready for adulthood. I wasn't ready when I turned 18. Do you still hate Up, Up, and Away? Yeah. Why would my opinion change on that? I don't watch Thomas recreationally. I'm not a madman. Speaking of birthdays, though, I gotta show you guys this shirt I bought. It's in this laundry pile that I threw on the ground. Is this it? Yes. Smells freshly washed. So this relates to birthdays, and it relates to me, SpongeBoy Me Bob's birthday, or not SpongeBoy Me Bob's birthday, my birthday. I can't speak. It's Game of Thrones themed, of course, because it's me. Check this out. Real King was born in July, baby. I saw that on Facebook when I was in Colorado and was like, bam, that's getting purchased. So I'm wearing that on my birthday because it's true. The real king, the real North King, was born in July. Well, actually, the real king of everything, who's Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior, was born on Christmas. But that's a close second. I hope he's not offended by that. He probably thinks it's funny. Tarzan's turning 20. Episode 1 turned 20. A lot of things turning 20. A lot of things turning 20. But again, I reiterate my previous statement. The most important thing that's turning 20 is me. My dog probably saw something out the window and just started barking. She does that. You didn't answer my question. What is your favorite Mario? I'm assuming you're asking favorite Mario themed game. That is a good question, my guy, Gavin. I don't know. I haven't really played a lot. Here's a confession. I've never played the original Super Mario Brothers on the NES. Never. I've never played an emulator of it or anything like that. Never tried it. If I had to say though, if you're talking like main Super Mario series, uh I don't know, maybe Super Mario Brothers or New Super Mario Brothers on the DS. I played that a lot as a youngster. I never played the Wii one all that much. But if you're talking just Mario, like just games featuring Mario in general, Mario Golf Toadstool Tour is pretty up there for me. I really love that. I play it on Toad's live streams a lot. Uh, and probably like Mario Kart Wii or Mario Kart DS. I haven't played any of like the newer ones, like the new Super Mario Brothers U or anything. I don't have a Wii U or a Switch, So I forgot. Gum Robert talked about Super Mario Galaxy. You know, I think I played that once. I had Super Mario Galaxy 2 before the first Super Mario Galaxy I had. And I think I played 2 a little bit more than, excuse me, I think I played 2 a little bit more than 1, but I don't remember playing 1. I don't remember a lot about it. Oh shoot, I was just looking at my Wii collection. Mario Super Sluggers. That's probably one of my favorites too. I love Mario Super Sluggers. Pablo Santos asks, "What's your favorite Thomas season?" 5. I've answered that before. Mario Galaxy 2 is bad. Not according to Scott DeWaz, it's not. And I trust his opinion with my life. All right, so we've answered chat questions for a good 40 minutes, maybe a half hour at least. So fun. Um, let's discuss uh best eight and why I didn't stream in May. That was really the biggest. Let me look here. That was the biggest contractor on why I didn't stream in May. I was gone from the 16th of May, which is a Thursday, to the 25th, which was a Saturday. I'm pretty sure I talked about this before. So I was gone from a Thursday to a Saturday, and it was a long trip. I mean, it was long, but very enjoyable. I was very apprehensive to go on something like that, especially for being so long, for being such a long trip and for it being so far away. Like I'd never been. No, that's a lie. The farthest west I've out been is Arizona. So I Colorado's not as far as Arizona. It's hard to keep my thoughts together here. Colorado's not as far as Arizona, but I flew to Arizona. So it was a longer drive to get to Colorado than it would be to get to Arizona, at least when I went to Arizona. So, but it was a really good experience, I got to say. Being around 50 to 60 people who all believe the same thing that you do, who are on fire for God as much as you are and want to enrich their relationships with him. That that was a surreal experience because you guys know me, okay? I love the beach. I loved going to beach camp those last 2 years of high school. But if beach camp was an upgrade to the camp I went to before, then best date's an upgrade to beach camp, and that's a lot coming from me because I love the beach. But best date to me just felt more intimate, especially with our what they called family groups. You were split into groups of at least 5 people, and I was in a group with 4 really amazing people. 3 of them girls, 1 of them a guy. The leaders in it were married, so it was a different kind of experience. We were like their kids, basically. And it was awesome every time we got to meet with our family group. We met at least once a day, the family groups, and it's really hard to explain just how enriching of an experience it was. And yeah, I came back from the trip and I was for about a couple of days. It was really on fire for God. I was really going for it, but of course that energy wears off, when you get back to real life and such. And it took a little bit of a kick in the pants from from God. Something went down at work this last couple of weeks that I have been uh, struggling with. God took someone out of my life that was very I didn't need in my life, and honestly, I shouldn't have even tried to keep going with this person. But he took this person out of my life, and it was crushing for one thing because I thought this person was like an actual friend to me. I had admitted to her in the past that I was like I think of you more as a coworker. You're a friend. And she was like, yeah, ditto, whatever. Um, she's not exactly very akin to showing her emotions. So this last week when God took her out, I was like, this sucks. I don't want to lose her, but I just remembered what I had learned at Best 8 and did my best. I've been doing my best to try and just reignite that fire. And I got to say, it's been going pretty well. This last week has been probably one of my most faithful weeks that's ever been in my entire life. But I don't want to talk anymore about that situation just because I don't think she would ever watch this stream. Probably not, though. But I don't want to bring light to that situation because that'd be rude. She's obviously not here to defend herself. So we're just not going to talk about it anymore. But the general consensus of it is that Best 8 was a great experience. And I I'm kicking myself for ever even thinking I was apprehensive on going. Like, I don't know if I want to go to that. No, I definitely wanted to go to that, and I'm definitely gonna go again next year whenever we go back. I think next year's gonna be even better. Also, the Best 8 reunion is this Saturday, so I get to drive up to Holland, Indiana. I live in Louisville, which is it's about 90 minutes away. So I get to see everybody I saw at the at the trip since Colorado. It's been about 3 weeks since the trip, and get to see all of them again. It's gonna be fun. Might even vlog it, maybe. Some crap on my screen there. It's weird. So, yeah, I've noticed a lot of you stopped commenting now that I started talking about that. But I just wanted to tell you guys about it, share a little bit of my testimony about it. God's real. I can't explain it, but He's real. He's been speaking to me this last week just about what I should do about that situation, and He's been there. And He's real. He loves you, and He wants you to come back to Him if you're not already there. I'll I'll leave it at that. So that was my Best 8 experience. Also, the vlog was really fun to edit. Even though I rendered it in 1080p, so it took my computer 2.5 hours to render the damn thing. And then it got copyrighted when I put it up on YouTube the first time, so I had to take it down, cover up the copyrighted music, and then re-render it, which took another 2.5 hours. I was like, this video is cursed. But I got it up. It's fine. It's fine. It's making money. It's fine. Everything's good. It's also 45 minutes long. So, yeet. Okay, since no one was interested in hearing about that, we're going to go back to chat questions because apparently that's all you people want me to do. Okay. How was the weed state? Says Cully Fell 1. It was. I kind of just answered that question. It's very fun. Do you dislike Luigi? Have I given off that vibe? I I'm not a big Mario guy. Never have been, so I don't really have an opinion on that. Is Spider-Verse going to be in season 2 of Homemade Reviews? Says Pablo Santos. Pablo Santos, my creative team of me, myself, and I have not confirmed whether or not there's going to be an HMR season 2. I mean, I'm not saying it's not likely. I have plans. Season one's been doing pretty well in terms of view counts. I'm liking the engagement as well. But we'll just have to see what my creative team says, um, and what the higher ups say, also known as me, and my creative team of me. That's something that I've never really like expressed gratitude for, is the fact that this is all me. I don't have any like corporate overlords telling me like, "Oh, this show's canceled. You have to make this now." Like, no, it's all me. I can make the decisions if I want. I can I forgot my TV was still on. That's embarrassing. But I can make my own choices if I want to. I'm the creative director here. Something I've never really expressed gratitude for. I'm very blessed in that regard. When will you talk about the spicy drama? In a minute, Coldy fell. I think the order I said things were going to go in was we're going to talk best date, future videos, things I have that you don't, then spicy drama. Okay, spicy drama comes last because it's too spicy. I have a request. Do Avengers Age of Ultron, please. Says I assume you mean for HMR season 2. Like I said, we haven't confirmed if that's a thing yet or not. Okay, I gotta talk with Dave, my production manager, who's standing right over here. I think. No, Dave went home. Never mind. He's not here. So did Janet, my secretary. Because this is clearly my corporate office. This was a corporate office, I'd be shamed, publicly shamed. Sorry, just excited because I love your videos. No, you're cool, Pablo. You're cool. You can ask questions like that. It's fine. I'll just answer them like I did. That moment a corporate bad guy comes in and starts controlling, like on Level 117. Dave's pretty. He's pretty controlling. There was that one video where I tried to invite him out to lunch, but he said it was 12 o'clock in the morning, so I said, let's go get dinner instead. I heard Dave and Janet were having an affair. No. Janet's a loving Janet's a loving and supportive wife to her husband Bruce. They've been together for 20 years. They wouldn't do that. Thoughts on the classic series creations group? Interesting. I haven't watched any of their stuff. I know that my boy King Henry's involved in it. Is Trey King James involved with it? I think. My boy James, I think he's involved with it. Enterprising's involved with it. Uh, I don't know. I haven't watched any of their stuff. I don't watch a lot of Thomas content anymore. Honestly, I watch a lot of Chris Stuckman and a lot of John Flickinger, and a lot of surprisingly enough, I've been watching a lot of Nostalgia Critic these last couple weeks. I don't know why. I still find him funny. Yeah, Tranking James. I thought so, Henry. I know you can confirm because you're involved in it. I was never asked. Which honestly, that's fine. I don't really care. They can do their thing. But from what I've heard, there's a they might not always agree on whatever they do on the channel, but that's not my place to talk about because I'm not involved in it. Did you get to see Big World, Big Adventures? I refuse to watch that, Pablo. I've said this before. I'll say it again. I don't watch Thomas anymore. I don't care. The show is crap. I don't care anymore. And that sounds bad, but I just don't. I can't bring myself to watch something I know that's going to be bad. Because contrary to popular belief, those of you that watch the show only to complain about it, you don't have to watch it. You can stop. It's not like it's heroin. You can quit whenever you want. Heroin, on the other hand, that's a little bit more serious. You should get that checked out. The drama is so spicy, the stream might go up in flames if we talked about the drama too early. Exactly. Henry understands the structure of these streams. The drama comes last because it's too spicy, and if we accidentally drop the lighter while we're lighting our spicy cigarettes, the stream might go up in flames. And I don't want that to happen because then my corporate office will burn down. And then I'll have to pay for it to be rebuilt again. It burned down in it actually burned down in 1996 before I was born. And I don't know how that happened because this wasn't a corporate office then. This house wasn't even built then. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. gonna stop. That went on way too long. What kind of a bit was that? By the way, have you watched Harry Potter? No, I have not. I have no interest in watching that. When it comes to the older style of Thomas, you don't mind talking about that? No, I don't mind talking about that, Yano. Yano Rodriguez Riviera? Rivera? That's an interesting name. Very long. Longer than mine. But no, I don't mind talking the older stuff. The older stuff I still have a passion for. It's the new stuff I just don't care about. 1996, Hillary Clinton did it. Probably. I mean, she probably got some vision from Satan when she sold her soul. Was like Satan was like, "Hey, here's this little 19-year-old twerp from Louisville that's gonna hate you every day," and she's like, "I'm gonna burn down his corporate office before he even gets born." Haha. Did you see Avengers Endgame, and what did I think of Endgame? Says Gavin and Pablo. I did see Endgame. I did a stream about it last month in April, or 2 months ago, however long ago it was. It was great. I loved it. Everything I wanted it to be and more. Have you played Tekken before? Gavin, I talked about this earlier. I don't remember if I have or not. I don't remember. Gum Robber says, "How is Detective Pikachu?" It is totally fine. I have not thought about it since I left the theater. But in my Instagram review I wrote for it, and I post on Facebook as well now, I said that it wasn't a cinematic masterpiece, so my disappointment was immeasurable and my day was ruined. That was just a joke, but I wasn't disappointed by it, but I also wasn't blown away by it. It's completely fine. It's not a cinematic masterpiece, however. And that makes me sad. Now we move into the part of the stream where Lego Lover checks his social media because the chat questions died out. Okay, I just saw one of my friends on Instagram put on her story that she's doing YouTube now. I don't know why it's so weird to think that that like some of my friends are like one of my cousins does YouTube now too. And it's like I've been doing this for 7 years and it's I don't know, it's just weird to think like they're invading my platform. I don't think that, but it's just odd. I mean, go for it, I don't mean to say that as like to discourage them. I'm saying, go for it. I'm just saying like I was here first. This is mine. I only care about fan content now. Show's been dog shit since JBS. Yeah, yeah, I agree. I mean, I did a whole like 180 on JBS in the HMR series I did. I was like, no, this ain't good because it's not good. It's not good. I still need some DVDs from Thomas to complete all the releases from the 2000s. Cool, Yano. You have my support. I've done it. I have at least one of everything. Not every reprint, but at least one of every release. Am I proud of that? Yeah, I am. Did you hear about a guy called Jax or Topham Hat 291? Yeah, Aaron, I engaged with that guy on Twitter. I still don't think it was him. I think it's a troll account. I mean, no one's that stupid to actually think you can call the FBI like, "Oh, look, I got the FBI on speed dial right now." No, that's not how that works. I refuse to believe someone could be that stupid. Although Eric Swalwell does exist, so people can be that stupid, I guess. I mean, he's certifiable. You could put that dude in a mental hospital. Are you a Zelda fan? Never played a Zelda game in my life. I am one of those people that say that Zelda's the main character. Zelda's the elf guy, right? No, I know it's Link. I'm not stupid. His name is Gumrobber's asking, you did a face reveal, will you do a first name reveal? I already did that, man. Do you guys not know what it is? It was in the vlog. It was in the Best 8 vlog. Everyone was calling me Garrett because that's my name. Spoiler alert. It's literally on my wall. Like, during the end portion of that vlog, when I was recording in front of my desk, it's literally right there. Plus, if you want to even go back further on the Automated Nerds channel, that's kind of dead right now, but we're gonna revive it soon. The Automated Nerds channel that I run with my friends, I revealed my name months ago. It's Garrett. There's your exclusive sneak peek. I know you know what it was, Sam, since 2013. I know. Well, Gumrobber just got the end spoiled for you. He says he didn't watch the rest of the vlog, so you got it spoiled. What do you ever think happened to Jack? I don't know. Don't really care either. Never interacted with him. Did I see Dark Phoenix? Yes, Pablo, and I'm gonna give you a pass for that because I talked about this earlier in the stream. I don't think you were here. I'm not revealing my thoughts on that till tomorrow's vlog because I recorded a vlog on the way to see it. So watch that video tomorrow. Give me ad revenue. So what are your plans for the channel moving forward, says Yannel. That's a good transitional period to talk about future videos. Tomorrow's vlog, and I just hiccup there, jeez. Tomorrow's a vlog about me going to see Dark Phoenix. The rest of HMR Season 1 is still underway. It's actually not done yet. I still have 2 episodes I need to record for. The releases I'm reviewing are actually sitting over there on the bed right now. Not going to spoil them for you because that would be bad. So I need to watch both of those actually before I record those episodes. But I have up to episode 11 finished. So that's cool. Then after that, the rest of the year, I don't want to give away too much because honestly, it's very much in fluctuation right now. I have tons of plans that I would love to get done. For example, the whole video game collection thing that I've talked about in previous streams. That's still probably going to happen. I've written a script for that, and it's going to be awesome. Divided up into 4 videos, 4 parts for each major console I've ever owned in my life. So that'll be cool. I plan on releasing that probably around I don't know, October, November. October, November is really like collection video time for me at least. I also have some Let's Plays I haven't released yet. One of them is on Lego Star Wars: The Complete Saga for GameCube. The other one's on SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom, also for GameCube. So I'll be releasing those probably in the next weeks, coming weeks. But just pretty much standard stuff for the rest of the year. I definitely want to do a couple more TWR remakes. I know I barely do Thomas content anymore, but I want to do more of those. I have said in the past I want to remake the rest of the Oliver trilogy. I did Toad Stands By for the collab. I'm gonna do them backwards. So like the next one will be Oliver Owns Up, and then the one after that will be Escape. So I definitely want to do that at some point. And then I have more TWR reviews. I haven't shot a review on this yet, but I did pick up a an original 1994 Rusty, I believe is what it is. Maybe 1995. I think it's 94 though. With the cool baseplate thing, where it's actually shorter and it looks more like it does in the TV series. I haven't shot a review for this yet, but I can definitely do one. I could do a review on Porter or some of the stuff I got from the train convention. Porter was really the only TWR item I got from the train convention. So I think I have reviews shot for Scarloey, the 2006 Oliver, and 2013 Thomas. Don't quote me on that. I'll have to look in the folder when this video is done, but I think I probably have had those done for over a year, to be honest. It's just other videos have been getting released. And I want to do audio commentaries on remastered season 1. Just because, why not, right? Also, Tragic Railroad turns 5 this year. If you don't know, my parody of Thomas and the Magic Railroad, Thomas and the Tragic Railroad turns. I'm pretty sure it turns 5. It's either 5 or 4. Let's look it up. Yeah, I know, very unprofessional. Don't even know when my own videos were released. I think. Yeah, it turns June 14th, 2014. And it's 2019. So yeah, 5 years old. In 2 days, it turns 5 years old. So maybe do an updated director's commentary on that, where I cringe at everything that happens. That was a fun time working on that movie, but it's bad. It's real bad. Vinny's Magic Railroad parody is obviously going to be better because it's actually professional. Mine is not. Not. It turns 5. Wow, I know, Sam. I know. We were just little wee young men back then working on that movie. I remember. Fun times. Tragic Railroad sequel? No. No famous actor. Not even. Not even, man. Sorry. What do you think of Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated? I am super pumped for that, Pablo. Super pumped. In the last couple of days, we've got some really awesome video game announcements. I'm not even a big gamer, but Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated, Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga, all 9 films, pumped. And then the new Avengers game? Yeah. It's looking great. 2020 is looking great. And Jedi Fallen Order, I guess. That's coming out. Hate to ask, your favorite video game movie. Tomb Raider 2018. That's the best video game movie. I sound like a squeaker in that thing. You and Roman, Sam, if you go back and rewatch some of those old videos I have on my channel, like what our Skype calls are like, so you and Roman both sound like your balls are right up here by your neck. What about Tragic Railroad? How it should be? Huh. When the trailer for Thomas and the Tragic Railroad and eventually the movie itself came out, I was not appalled because the trailer came out after the movie. Bootleg unofficial Railroad sequel, says Famous Hector. Okay. I dare you. Do it. What do you think of the Sonic movie so far? It looks effing terrible. It looks awful. And I I don't care. The thing I'm looking forward to is the now playing review of it so I can listen to Stuart suffer. It's Sonic and he runs and I just don't care. I'm listening to if you guys know Now Playing, I'm listening to re-listening to their Star Wars reviews because I started my full Star Wars chronological rewatch. I've rewatched episode 1, 2, first 2 episodes of the Clone Wars, and then the Clone Wars film in chronological order. I'm going through it all, and I'm listening to their review of the Clone Wars film, and it's just I love hearing Stuart whine about Stinky. I would like a stinky doll. I don't have anything Star Wars in this house, but I would like a stinky doll if anyone could send that to me. How about we remake Tragic Railroad with Wooden Railway with a better script? Uh, Vinny's kind of already doing that. And if I did it, I'd be accused of ripping him off. So watch Vinny's version whenever that comes out. I'm super pumped for that. I think Vinny is really good at really subtle comedy. So I'm excited for that. Even if he doesn't like me, I'm still excited for it. Do you think the Clone Wars movie is bad? I tweeted about this last night, which was the night that I watched it. No, I don't think the Clone Wars movie is bad. I rather enjoy it. It's probably because I saw it in theaters when I was younger, and that's what really got me into Star Wars as a whole. I had seen the original trilogy previous to seeing that film, but that film was like, this is my Star Wars. Like, I really like this. And I've liked it ever since. Yeah, it has some pacing issues. Yeah, the animation's not the best, but I still like it. I still like it a lot. I just love how we finally got to see the Clone Wars. Because, episode 2, the Clone Wars starts. Episode 3, the Clone Wars ends. It's like, what happened in between that? And I know we had the Genndy Tartakovsky animated micro series, but I didn't grow up with the micro series. And I was like, what happened? Funny story actually. When I went to see the Clone Wars film in theaters, I was invited by a friend who's actually in the vlog for Best 8, Nathan, the one with the really long hair. Not Nathan TWR critic, a different Nathan. There's many Nathans in the Nathan verse. But anyway, my friend Nathan invited me to see it, so I went to see it. I had not seen the prequels, so I didn't know what the hell was going on, but I still really liked it. Then I went back and actually watched the prequels, and I was like, oh, this makes sense now. Okay. So I was like, I didn't know what the hell was going on. But now looking back on it, it's like we finally get to see the Clone Wars, what went down. And I just love the action sequences in that film. Yeah, it's CG fighting CG, but it's cool because the clones are doing like these freaking roundhouse kicks. They're screaming scrap them and clankers, like they have this lingo that they use. I mean, the clones are awesome in the movie and the show. So I love it. Well, maybe not love it. I like the movie. I love the series, but I like the movie. Don't love it. Real talk, both Lego Star Wars and Fallen Order look great, but Lego Star Wars I'm more hyped for. Yeah, Yano. Yeah, I'm iffy on Fallen Order. I don't really care that much about it, and that sounds like heresy coming from a Star Wars fan. I'm literally wearing a Star Wars meme shirt right now, but I was never really particularly excited for it because it's EA. But after seeing the Lego stuff, I was like, damn, son, we got we got this coming. So super excited for the Star Wars Lego Skywalker Saga thing game. I want to start my YouTube channel again, but I don't know whether to do Thomas or gaming like I did before. Yano, you do what you want to do. I would give you advice, but I honestly don't have any. This was just kind of like I just kind of started this channel in 2012 with the intent of doing Lego reviews, which hence the name Lego Lover, of course. I've explained this before in the past, but I'll explain it again. I started this channel in 2012 with the intention of doing Lego reviews, and I wasn't getting the views I wanted, so I stopped, and then I started doing Thomas stuff because I thought Thomas was cool, and I had been watching Thomas videos online for years at that point, so I was like, I can do this too. And it just kind of happened. Why does it sound like he got stuck with this YouTube channel? I kind of did. Not that I don't like it. I love it. I love that I'm able to do what I love as a side hobby. Like, this is not my job. And I get to make a little money off of it. So it's nice. The funny story about this, though, I got a letter in the mail from the state saying, like, I needed to register my business because apparently my YouTube channel is a business because I make money off of it. So I was like, big adult moment. So the state now officially recognizes the Lego Lover 117 YouTube channel as an official business based in this very location. So this is my corporate office, technically. I'm the only employee, but this is the corporate office. So that was very nice to attack. I felt validated turning that into the state. The state's probably like, what the hell? He can make money off this? What's your favorite Disney movie? The Avengers? No, I'm kidding. I think you mean like straight up just Disney film, not purchased by Disney. So my favorite just straight up Disney film is probably Lilo and Stitch. What do you think of Star Wars Rebels? I really like it, Pablo. I think it gets better as it goes on. Season 4 is the best season. Which camera and mic do you use for streaming? Both of these are Logitech. I don't remember what their model numbers are. Hang on a minute. Let me look at my mic settings. For the microphone, I use a Logitech HD webcam C270, which only shoots in 720p. So, and then for the webcam, I use a Logitech HD Pro webcam C920, and that shoots in 1080p. So, I wanted the better webcam for streaming, of course. But the mic quality on this Logitech here, that's next to the webcam, it honestly sounds really good. Like it sounds better than like this gaming headset that my brother gave me that he bought in 2015. So sounds better than that. So that's what I use. And I got the 720p one was a birthday gift for when I turned 15, I think. So that was 4 years ago. Damn, that's a long time ago. But the 1080p one I bought off eBay for like 25 bucks. It really wasn't that expensive. What you of Ryan Reynolds? I think you mean what do I think of Ryan Reynolds? I think the man's hilarious. I would invite him over for dinner if I could. I mean, hey, I'm no stranger to tweeting at celebrities. I've tweeted at the president before. Do you hate Avengers Age of... What's that? I got really scared there for a second. This is a login email from Twitter saying we got a new login from a Safari on a Mac. Then I realized it's the automated nerds Twitter, not my Twitter. So we all have access to that Twitter. Everyone who runs that account. So I was like, oh shoot, someone hacked my Twitter. But no, it's the automated nerds one. It's fine. So anyway, Gavin asked, "Did you hate Avengers: Age of Ultron?" No, I didn't. I think it's the worst of the Avengers films, but um, it's still good. Holy crap! This person has a really long username. I'm gonna try and pronounce it here. Sodor and Midland Fan 95 Interfan 1995. So what's next for the channel? Watch the previous like 20 minutes of the stream, dude. I just talked about that. I'm not talking about it again. Do you recommend me to get the DVD box set of seasons 1 through 5 of Clone Wars? Not DVD. Get the Blu-rays. The Blu-rays look amazing. Although there's one thing that really makes me angry about Warner Brothers Blu-ray releases, and it's the fact that if you go to select an individual episode on the disc and watch the episode, it doesn't let you go back to the menu. It plays every other episode on the disc, like sequentially. And you can't go back to the menu. The menu won't let you go back. I don't know. I just feel so restricted with that. I know there's a way on Blu-rays you can pull up a little mini menu and select your episode from there while you're watching the video track. That's a cool thing about Blu-rays. But I feel restricted. They did that on the Arrow Blu-rays, and they do that on the Clone Wars Blu-rays, and it just I like it, but Ultron is a pussy character. I don't agree with that. I think he's awesome. James Spader did a great job. But can we all agree Justice League is such a fucking bad movie? Yeah, it's bad, Aaron, but I like it. No shame. It's horrible. It's not good, but I like it. Not a Scooby Doo fan, says Gavin again. Gavin with all the questions, man. Just keep them coming, dude. This is awesome. I never really was a big Scooby Doo fan, really. Thoughts on King of the Hill, says Gum Rubber. I still haven't watched an episode of the show. Sorry. Sponge Boy me Bob. Someone hacked me Twitter. I really hope that was Isaac. That I'm gonna snap him right now, actually. This is a beautiful image. Isaac. There you go, buddy. He'll find that funny. Is that box set on Blu-ray? Only sold on DVD? Yeah, there's a complete seasons 1 through 5 collector set that you can get, Pablo, for the Blu-rays of the Clone Wars. You can also get the Clone Wars for cheaper if you buy it from you buy the versions from the UK. Can we agree that the Great Discovery should have been the finale to Thomas? The finale to Thomas should have been when the Reverend was conceived. Sure, I guess I can agree with that. What's up with the title? Andrew plays. I assume you're talking about the stream title. Watch the first part of the stream. Isaac messaged me back. He says LMAO, for it was me. Now I'm gonna send him a video. I just showed that snap on the live stream, bro. You're welcome. I think all the fans really liked it. I'm gonna send that to him. Isaac is a funny boy. Are you going to get Star Wars Rebels Season 1 through 4 on Blu-ray? Paramount fan, watch. I did. I did just go over and get them. Because they were on my shelf. Ha! Funny joke. Yeah, it pisses me off too that Season 1 doesn't have a slipcover. And now they go back. I'm starting to lose natural light. Hang on a second. It's a little better. Thump. But I don't like. My favorite movie is The Emperor's New Groove. I don't like Lilo and Stitch at all. You heretic! Off with his head. I'm kidding. I'm not a TWRCon member. I wouldn't behead you for having another opinion. What, are you kidding me? Someone's going to get really mad that I just made that joke. Mad beef. Okay, so we've talked about the best date and future of the channel. Now we move on to Disney Channel sucks, and if you disagree, I assume that says pussy. Haha, hilarious. So now moving to the famous segment, Mason. Things that I have that you don't. This is a very famous segment. It has been trademarked. You are not allowed to use this phrasing. If you do, you owe me 0.1 cents. And you must pay the company because this is a company. So we're gonna start off. Do I want to start off with the Blu-rays or do I want to start with the posters? We'll start with the Blu-rays. The posters are like the big finale. Ooh, Isaac just snapped me again. Wow, this is just mean. He says, I'm sure all three of them did. I'm going to send him proof that there's more than 3 people watching. Ha! There's 10 more than he predicted. Jerkwad. No, I'm kidding. So, the Blu-rays and such. There's a few video games in here too, so coolness is beginning to ensue. The first, this is in rough chronological order. I don't really remember the order I bought these in. Wow, that light looks horrible. Hang on a second. Blink. Now everything looks dark. Whoa! There we go. That's better. What happens when you have a window in the background? Now things look at least a little bit more professional. So, the first movie I picked up at Walmart for $5, I bought it on a whim. It's the 2014 Godzilla. I don't remember if I showed this in April or not. I'm pretty sure I picked this up in May, right before I left for Colorado. So, I have not watched this. I don't know what to expect from it. People have said there's not enough Godzilla. I'm not a Godzilla fan. Never have been. Never claimed to be. Next up, don't hate me for this. Don't hate me for this. Fox released, or re-released, I should say, all of their X-Men titles to lead up to Dark Phoenix, and they included. I still have the sticker here, actually. It's on this. It bonded. I just dropped my tape measure. Yeah. Well, here's part of it. It came with. Damn it! Why can I not hold things? Includes up to $8 off a ticket to see Dark Phoenix, and I knew I was going to see Dark Phoenix, so I said, you know what? I'll buy something. I can throw that away now since I've seen Dark Phoenix. It's not very good. I also bought a cool thing that Funko is actually doing right now. The new Men in Black International Pops that just came out. This is Agent H, played by Chris Hemsworth. For some reason I bought it because Chris Hemsworth. They also include $8 off to see Men in Black International, but they also include 2 digital movies on Vudu if you buy the pops at Walmart. So you guys should take advantage of that. They did the same thing with X-Men as well. Well, look at you moving up in the world. I'm proud of you, son. Sorry, I keep getting sidetracked. I'm also not looking at chat right now, so don't ask any questions. Um, so don't hate me for this, but they didn't just put out the X-Men films. They put out the 2 Fantastic Four films. But that's not what I bought. They put out Daredevil and Elektra 2-pack. Now, I have not seen Elektra. I hear it's terrible. But I'm kind of excited to watch it. I've seen Daredevil. It's not good. I also kind of want to rewatch it though. So this came with the $8 off the ticket to Dark Phoenix. So that's why I bought that. I bought this the same night because this came out the the week that I was gone in Colorado, so I wasn't able to pick it up day of release. It is How to Train Your Dragon: The Hidden World. I thought this movie was phenomenal. It's a very good final chapter in the How to Train Your Dragon universe, other than their 27 spin-off series they do on Netflix. So I haven't rewatched it yet, but I plan to at some point, and it's very good, very good. Highly recommend that. And I've already noticed a screw up in the chronological order. I bought this before I left for Colorado. It's Cold Pursuit. I talk about this in the vlog as well. Suffice it to say, it's not very good. It's really boring. I didn't care for this much. Was it worth the purchase on 4K? No. Do I regret it? Kinda. This I bought on eBay while I was in Colorado. It's The Muppets. Love this movie. It's hilarious. Yeah, that's all I have to say about it. I have rewatched that. It's very funny, very good. This I bought off a guy I know on Instagram. His name is Ryan James. He's a marketing executive, I think. Used to live in Florida, just recently moved up to California. It's Great Gatsby. I bought this from him because I bought stuff from him before. I bought the Spider-Man original Sam Raimi trilogy from him. He does these things on his Instagram story where he just sells stuff. He just owns a lot of crap. Is basically what he does, and he's like, I gotta get rid of this. So here you go. DM me for pricing options. So I paid $8 for this. And I bought it from him because we watched this in English class my junior year of high school, but we never got to finish it. Never finished it. So, and it's pretty good. The book was good too, I guess, if I had actually read it instead of using the Spark Notes. Here are the video games that I picked up on eBay. Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. Batman the Enemy Within, which is season 2 of the Batman Telltale series. First season's phenomenal. I finished that a couple days ago. And then Lego Lord of the Rings for Xbox 360. I picked up Lego Lord of the Rings because this was removed from the Xbox Live Store, as well as Lego The Hobbit. So it's the only way you can play it now is physically. But I found out this isn't backwards compatible with the Xbox One because it was delisted. So if I want to play this, I have to play it on my 360, which is in another room. It's too far of a walk. At some point, I will get around to popping this in. But I haven't played either of these yet. But I'm excited to because I heard that Infinite is really good. It's installed on my system. I just haven't played it yet. Here's more stuff I bought when I got back. This is Batman versus Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I tweeted about this when I found out it was real. I thought it was fake when I saw it on Blu-ray.com, but no, it's real. It's everything that it should be, but it's also not great. Not worth a purchase on 4K. That doesn't look great on 4K. This I bought off eBay. It's Real Steel, starring Hugh Jackman. Never seen it. Always wanted to see it. Finally got around to buying a copy of it. It's like Rock'em Sock'em Robots, I think, with Wolverine. And then this is my most recent purchase. I just bought this yesterday when it came out. Captain Marvel. There's the back. It's a steelbook. In case you were wondering, don't bother trying to steal the digital download copy code. I used that yesterday. But was a steelbook purchase necessary for this kind of average movie? No, but I never claimed to be financially responsible with anything. So, yeah, I am kind of excited to rewatch this. Kind of. I'm excited to see how it looks on 4K. To judge the picture quality harshly. So, that is, that's pretty much everything. There it is. That's a lot of money I just spent on all that. But we're not... Oh, damn it. Did I just... Oh, man. Okay, I found them all. I just knocked some DS games off of the desk. These don't have cases to them. I'm constantly, making sure they're still there. Those can get lost pretty easily. But we're not done yet. you're wondering why I had a tape measure up here, is because I was measuring things for poster frames. Because I bought posters. From that same guy, I bought the Great Gatsby from, Ryan James. This is the first one. This is the IMAX exclusive Avengers 2012 poster. You're wondering why it doesn't fit the frame is because the poster is a weird. It has weird dimensions to it. This is a 14 by 22 frame. So it's 14 inches across, but it's about, I'd say, 20.5 inches this way, maybe. I don't know, maybe it's 22 this way and 14 that way. I don't know framing. So it doesn't really fit, but it looks fine. Next up is an IMAX poster for Captain America the Winter Soldier. I've been tweeting about this for a couple of days now that this is the new Smash DLC character. That's from a Skype call I had with Mike123 a couple nights ago. We were talking about Banjo Kazooie being added in Smash, which it finally happened, by the way. I said it would never happen, but it did. Thank you, Nintendo. But I made a joke on there. I was like, guys, okay, I know who the new Smash character is. It's IMAX poster for Captain America the Winter Soldier. So I'm waiting for that character to be revealed. Very underrated fighter, this one. So everyone who was talking to me earlier about do I hate Avengers Age of Ultron, well, I have an IMAX poster for it, so I don't think I hate it. I was avoiding talking about it because of that reason, because I didn't want to spoil it. But this is a badass poster, bro. Like, it's awesome. Keep on put that over there. And then the final poster is also a weird size. It is Iron Man 3 IMAX poster. I love Iron Man 3. I always have. This is, I think it's a 14 by 20 frame. I had to order it custom from this place called Art to Frames because apparently people don't make 13 by or 14 by 20 frames. So, yeah, it kind of fits. Kind of. I need to find some place to hang these, though. That's the problem. They're just laying over here in my corner in front of my movie shelf. My parents said I could hang them out in the hallway, which would be cool. But that's not it, though. I did purchase another poster from an eBay seller. And if you've known me for a long time, you'll know why I purchased this poster. That's right, baby. Expendables 2. Cannot wait to get this framed because it's going to look badass. This cost me $6. It really wasn't that expensive. You'd be surprised at how much people don't want Expendables 2 posters. Except for me. So I'm going to get that framed eventually. And I'm going to hang those up, those frames, probably out in the hallway, up by my room. So, because they won't fit on my my walls in here. They're a little too full. My parents keep saying, take down that Louisville stuff over your bed. You don't care about sports. I'm like, I don't care about sports. But that's a time in my life when I did care about sports. When Louisville won the 2013 national championship. Even though the NCAA took that away from us, I watched it happen. You can't neuralize my mind. Also, I subscribed to this subscription box called Bambox. I can't say that without stuttering. Bambox. It's like a pop culture subscription box, and they were touting the month of, I think it's March. I think it was March, yeah. That you could get signed Funko Pops in your box. And of course, me being a Funko collector, I'm like, sweet. I love that. And in one of the March box, I got this really sick artwork of Thanos. So I might hang that up in my wall somewhere. The signed Funko Pop, I'll show you that here. Pardon me, Spider Hulk. It is Bugs Bunny Opera, signed by Eric. I can't say his last name without stuttering. Eric Bauza. He's a very famous voiceover actor. He actually voices Leonardo in the Batman vs. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles animated movie that I showed earlier. So it's signed by him. I don't think he's ever played Bugs Bunny to my knowledge, But it's kind of cool, I guess. Certificate of authenticity up there at the top. Probably not worth very much, but still cool to have. There you go. Spider Hulk sits on top of him in order to protect him. But since I forgot to cancel my subscription to that box, I was charged for another month, which was the. No, wait, that box was April's box, and this box that came the other day was May's. So this is May's box, and I got this artwork of Dark Phoenix, which I didn't really care for the film, but it is cool though because this is one of the limited versions of the Dark Phoenix. You can see it has a number there. This is number 408 out of 500, so there are only 500 of these in existence. So that's kind of cool, I guess. But the autographed thing I got was not a Funko Pop. I was very disappointed by that. It's this photo of the never-ending story. I've never seen this movie, so I don't know what this means, but it's signed by Noah Hathaway, who played Atreyu, I think is how you pronounce that. There's the certificate of authenticity. So there's his signature, by the way. So I guess that's cool. Never seen the film. Would mean more to me if the Dark Phoenix was actually signed by Sophie Turner, because I actually know who she is. Not like personally, I don't go to dinner with her or anything, but I know who she is as an actress. So I have 3 pieces of art from Bandbox. See, now I can say it fine when I don't think about it. Uh, from from that subscription server. Oop, that's the wrong screen. There we go. That's the right screen. Okay. So now we're going to go back to chat questions and such. I have not been looking at chat, so don't be angry with me if I wasn't paying attention to your comments. Okay, there's comments. Okay. Have you watched the Thomas and Friends UK DVDs? No, because I can't. I don't have a region-free Blu-ray player. Sorry. Or my Xbox One can't play them because DVDs are region locked. Gloat about things you have while us peasants watch. Very true, Aaron. It's a very famous segment, even more famous than the famous Hector. Very true. Does season 1 on Rebels on Blu-ray include Siege of Lothal? It does. It does. $5, nice. I assume you're referring to Godzilla. Yeah, Godzilla was the $5 purchase of the day. I don't know if you remember this, but remember that Thomas DVD you unboxed in December that came with a digital code for bonus episodes? Yeah, I remember that. I don't remember what the bonus episodes were. Hang on a second. I can check my Voodoo, though, in just a moment. I got Snapchats from a couple people here. Streaks message. Something from Isaac. Oh, that's Taylor's Bitmoji. I was like, what is that? Okay. I'm looking it up right now, Yannel, in my Voodoo. Gotta scroll down here. A little more. Here we go. There's what they look like in the Voodoo app. And the bonus episodes are Confused Coaches, Terrence Breaks the Ice, and Daisy's Perfect Christmas. I hope that answers your question. I probably should have said that in the HMR. That's one regret I have with that video, is I probably should have said what the bonus episodes were. Um, Iron Man 3 is really underrated. It is, Pablo. Not a lot of people talk about it, sadly. How much is a frame, or where can I get one for a decent price? I bought the frames for the IMAX posters minus Iron Man 3 from Walmart.com, and I got them for about 30 bucks. Not each. They were all added together. They're about 30 bucks. The frame that came from Arcta Frames, though, was like 25 because it was custom. So that's why I'm waiting to find a cheaper option for the Expendables 2 poster, because that's a 13.5 by 20 poster. It's just so hard to find poster frames at cheap prices. So yeah. Do I see Spider-Man? I assume you mean Spider-Hulk. He's up there. Boop. Oh, I'm sitting on my foot and it fell asleep. Oh dear, that's not good. Never have been a Dark Phoenix fan. I understand that, Gavin. Her storyline's a little bit eh. What do I think of the Lego Ninjago movie? It's good, Pablo. I rewatched it a couple months ago. I still really enjoy it. The song in it, that's what's it called? I put it on my phone. It's so good. I really enjoyed that. Um, Heroes by Blaze Inville, I think is who it is. It's really, really good. Really enjoyed that song. Your heroes on the way. We love to save the day. Gonna reach that place that takes us higher. No, not I Found My Place. It's another one. Speaking of Lego, I used to play with Lego Indiana Jones. Cool, Gavin. I have Lego Indiana Jones, the original adventures. It's fun. Is that some of your pops back there? Yes. That is a lot of them, actually. They're on that shelf, there, and that one. I mean, they're everywhere throughout this room. I mean, it's insane. I have too many. I just got. I'll show you this. I just got this in today. This is the 2015 San Diego Comic Con exclusive Gold Chrome C3PO. You know, I never owned a C3PO pop before. What is this? Oh, I don't know what that is. Anyway, um, I never owned a C3PO pop before, so I thought if I was gonna own one, it needs to be gold chrome. This is the one thing I think Funko should chrome. Okay, in the last year or so, they've chromed like literally everything, but back in 2015, this was acceptable. But like chroming the Avengers in gold for the 10th anniversary, uh, chroming the three Supermans back there in red, white, and blue. I mean, it's just Funko, chill with the Chrome already, man. There's too many. Like Chrome C3PO and Chrome Captain Phasma that I have back there. Back there. But chill with the Chrome, Funko. We don't need it. You've seen the new Ninjago season. I assume you mean season 9. I've seen all the way up to season 9. And yeah, I know who you're talking about. Do you have the prototype Boba Fett Funko? I do, but it's not on display right now. What I do is I keep the ones out that I really like or ones that I've just recently got. But I keep the ones that I have retired, is what I call it, in the closet in their boxes. And that's where Boba Fett is. He's like behind at least 3 layers of stuff. I have to pull up. I have a document, actually. Let me show you. Pull it up here. At some point, you'll have to make a separate room for your pops. I've considered it, Gum Robber. I've considered moving some of my collectibles into the other room I have where my Xbox 360 is located, because that room's pretty bare bones. But I like having all my collectibles here, like with me. So I'll pull up the document here. It'll probably take it a while. Here we go. Or season 10. Sorry, I forgot. Hang on. What seasons are on Netflix? I'm only seeing 9 seasons here, guys, on Netflix. I think season 10 was just released. I I don't know. Anyway, let me go to my desktop view so you can see this gargantuan document that I have here. This is my Funko Pops inventory document. This is everything. It's all listed here. Every single pop I have ever made in my I've ever bought in my entire life is listed here. It goes all the way up to 267. That's what I'm at right now. I even have down here at the bottom my Dorbs, Pop Rides, comic movie moments, and keychains. The 6 inches are not stored in a separate area. They're here. Like, here's like an example. Viserion, the dragon from Game of Thrones, um, or one of the dragons from Game of Thrones, who ended up dying. So yeah, I have a whole document for that. Crazy. So if I wanted to go get that Boba Fett out, I would have had to keep that document open and um, look through it to see what number it was and go in and find it. So I don't want to do that. Season 10 was March of the Oni. It's not on Netflix. Are we getting 2 seasons this year? I didn't think 10 aired already. I thought 10 wasn't airing until fall. I'm confused. Oh well. I'll catch them when they hit Netflix. I don't care that much about Ninjago. I mean, it's a cool show, and I own most of the minifigures from the first couple seasons because they're nostalgic to me, but I don't really care that much about it. I only have 3 Funko Pops. Yannel, don't turn out like me, man. 10 did air. Okay, I don't watch TV much anymore. So we are getting 2 seasons this year, Pablo. That's what you're saying. Because you're saying 10 already aired and 11 is about to air. Yeah, I don't watch. I have a TV box. We have AT&T. Or no, not AT&T. AT&T's our internet. We have DirecTV for our TV boxes. Um, so I don't watch like TV much anymore. Not live, at least. I watch TV shows like Netflix and Hulu, but I don't watch regular TV. Only reason why I would watch regular TV is for Fox News. I know that makes me a dirty, evil conservative. I would watch Fox News. You're disgusting. You're just biased. Well, you know what? You idiots that watch NBC, CNN, you think that's not biased either, man? You really think that that's not left leaning? I mean, there's a bias in the media. People like Vox, man. People like that Carlos Maza guy. Oh, Fox News is terrible because it's biased. What do you think you are? Disregarding the political rant that I'm not going to go on. We're at Ninjago episode 5 or 6 on Cartoon Network. That's why it's not on Netflix yet. Neither's 10, Yano. And if it's anything like last time, Netflix is going to wait like 5 years and drop the next 5 seasons of Ninjago at like one big bolt. One big, uh, just load. That's what they did last year. Because for the longest time, only up to season 5 of Ninjago was on Netflix. But last year, I think they dropped 6, 7, 8, and 9, like all at once. They're like, oh shoot, we actually forgot to add these. Here you go. So they're probably going to do that again with this. They're going to wait 5 years and be like, here we go. I don't have a favorite Disney sequel, Gavin. I think they all suck. You going to get Captain Marvel on Blu-ray? Paramount fan? I've already showed that. You obviously weren't watching when we were in the things that I have that you don't segment, so not a real fan. I'm kidding. Do you support live action Disney remakes or no? I don't. I do not. I didn't see Dumbo, partly because I hate the original Dumbo. I don't care for it. I don't care for it, quite frankly. Um, and I'm not going to see Aladdin in theaters. I don't care about them. I think that they're uncreative and uninspired, which is surprising considering that a lot of my friends saw Aladdin. My friend Sarah saw Aladdin, and she was like, "Why don't you see Aladdin? It's good." I'm like, "Because I don't want to." And she's like, "Well, I want to see Dark Phoenix." I'm like, "You shouldn't see Dark Phoenix because it's going to be bad." She's like, "Well, the girl from Game of Thrones is in it." I'm like, "It's still going to be bad." That was before I had seen it, and I thought it was going to be bad. But anyway, she was like, "You should see Aladdin." I'm like, "I don't want to see Aladdin." I'm probably not even going to see Lion King, honestly. My brother's like, "Oh, Lion King's going to be great." I'm like, "It's just going to be the original, but in live action. It's good because you're watching something that hasn't been changed." I hate Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. Do you? I don't. It's the worst of the original Indy trilogy, but it's nowhere near as bad as Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. I'm going to steal the things I have that you don't title. You try me, famous Hector. I will copyright the hell out of you. Please don't, though. That's illegal. That's inappropriate. It's outrageous. It's unfair. I love democracy. Prequel memes. They're the best. Hello there. General Kenobi, you are a bold one. The only live action Disney film I've seen was Beauty and the Beast because I like the original 1991 film I ever owned it on Blu ray. I never cared for Beauty and the Beast, honestly. Never really liked the animated one. Haven't seen the live action one. How long have we been streaming for? An hour and 51 minutes. Okay. So we can hit a 2 hour time slot. So, yeah. We're gonna talk the spicy drama now that happened over the last couple of days. Do you hate Indiana Jones? Yes, I hate Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. It's awful. Ninjago was almost removed from Netflix. Do you know why, Pablo? Was it a rights issue? That's what I would assume. We'll wait for Pablo to answer this. Until the fans saved it and they gave us those other seasons. But why was it almost removed, though? That's my question. I'm guessing rights issue. A lot of good movies and shows are being removed from Netflix, and it sucks. You don't know why. Okay. That's fine. I just like to know, like, why they almost removed it. They were gonna remove Friends, and then they went and fans complained about that. I mean, not everything can stay on Netflix, you know. They got to make room. Their servers aren't endless. They have limits and how much they can put on there. Especially if, rights fall through or deals fall through or anything like that. What's my favorite color? Red. So, now then, we're going to talk the spicy drama since now it's the appropriate time in the stream. As of course we are at close to the end, so it's time to light the flames of drama. So what I'm referring to is the drama that went down with a certain engine without a dome, domeless engine. Some of you may know him. He is a friend of mine. I'm not going to say he's not. He still is. Um, he owes a lot of people in the fandom money, like a lot of money. Toad was the one who went public with this first. Now, in my opinion, Toad's my bro, okay? Toad and I are friends. I don't think he should have gone public with it, however. I urged him not to. Because I don't think something like that should be discussed in a public eye. That's financial stuff. That's money and all that. So I don't really feel that should be discussed in a public eye. But he did it. I'm not judging him for that or anything. He did what he felt was right. I wouldn't have if it was me. Mostly because I don't think I would get the support that Toad did because I'm hated in this fandom, but we can talk about that later. Um, but he went public with it, and a ton of other people came forward with stories about this was like a sexual harassment scandal. Like like Toad accused Domeless of raping his wee wee or something, and then everyone comes out. It's like, Domeless raped my wee wee too, or something. It was like a sexual harassment thing. It was like a wave of just here are my stories. Hashtag me too. Basically, is what happened. And it turns out Domus owes a lot of people money, and it's something I didn't think would ever happen per se. That's the gist of it. He owes people money and he owes people stuff he never shipped out. And I don't like to say this, but it's kind of scummy. The fact that he went he just kept taking and taking this money with I believe he had intentions to pay it back. I believe that. I do. I want I want to believe that there's good in people. I don't like outrage culture and I don't like people deeming someone guilty just because of what someone says. But the overwhelming amounts of evidence that point towards Domus being guilty was like, okay, that's enough to convince me. So many people, including like people like Psychic Jason, even got scammed by Domus, and they kept quiet about it. Which, again, I still consider Domus a friend. Domus and I are bros, but he's got to get this sorted out. I think he's trying. He's put updates on his Twitter, keeping everyone informed about what he's doing and trying to get the money to people that he owes. But man, he should have never let it get this far. I mean, that's why you don't borrow money, period. I mean, money is the root of all evil. Probably says that in the Bible somewhere. But it turns people's hearts black as night. That's how it starts, Mr. Wayne. That's how it starts. The fever, the rage, that turns good men cruel. Yes, I just referenced Batman v Superman. Kill me. But he shouldn't have let it get that far, man. He should have had some kind of plan in place to where he could get money to pay people back. That's why you always keep. That's why if you borrow money, you keep records of it. Okay, so you don't wind up in this much debt. I mean, he owes almost $1,300. It's insane. Yeah, yeah. I've seen the DMs, you know. I saw the DMs before any of you did through our Twitter DM chat that I have with Domus and the rest of the boys. It just, it's crazy to think that someone can just keep taking and taking and taking and taking with no intentions, at least no public intentions of ever giving back. I don't know. I definitely do not support what Domus did in this situation. Definitely don't. But I also don't agree with everybody on Twitter just completely bearing down on him. Like, I get it. I get that you're mad, but don't discuss this on a public forum. That's where things go wrong. You deal with this kind of stuff in private. That's why I. That's why I didn't agree with Toad going public with it. But it got the reaction he wanted, so I guess it kind of worked. This kind of stuff to me should just be discussed in a public forum, or not be discussed in a public forum. It should be discussed privately in DMs and such. It's exactly why I went off on both Domus and Kikre for when Domus was trying to sell the Flying Scotsman that Kikre gave him. You talk about that stuff in private. DMs exist for a reason. But then again, nothing on the internet's ever private. You can't trust anybody. Someone's bound to leak your information at some point. Oh, so that's how that works. So my final verdict on it is, Domus, get your act together. You should definitely pay back the money that you owe. This is why you don't borrow money. Yeah, no, that was a joke. Domus was never going to burn the Flying Scotsman. He just did that to bait Kikre into an argument. And Kikre took it. But, yeah, the whole Flying Scotsman ordeal is because Domus was trying to sell a Flying Scotsman because he needed money that Kikre gave him. Kikre got angry about it, went after him on a public forum. Then he got mad at people for commenting on it, even though it's a public forum, fully knowing that people were going to comment on it. But he was still saying how they should shut up and he has the authority to tell them to do that. So I don't know what his thought process was there. But we're not here to talk about that. Because if I did, I would get several DMs from people from the TWRCon group saying, "How dare you talk about us on your live stream? Stop it." You know, like what happened when I made the tweet last year about how I was having a better time at beach camp than the people at TWRCon were. That pissed a lot of them off. I've heard the stories about how from one of my friends who was actually there, who is actually my friend. I've heard the stories about how a lot of people there were pissed that I made that tweet, and I'm like, it's a joke. Like, I legit thought I was having a better time. Sorry. But it's a good thing I'm having. It's a good thing I won't be on a trip this year when TWRCon inevitably happens, unless it happens the second week of July, in which case I'm screwed. But yeah, it's totally happening. Probably going to be under a different name, but it's totally happening. You can't fool me on that. This is the worst kept secret in the fandom. Anyway, I will look that up, Pablo. He's talking about season 10 of Ninjago. I will look that up, probably, if I remember. Aubrey Plaza is the bitchiest girl. Don't Who's Aubrey Plaza? I don't know who that is. You have a TWR con? No, Yano, I don't. But I won't be invited to the official one. One of the members themselves said, quote, Lego Lover is as dumb as a bag of wet sand. He will never be invited. Oh well. Hate me all you want. It doesn't change my view on myself. I for one think I'm awesome. Doesn't change my identity in the Lord our God. He loves me just the way I am. My old broken self. Ain't nothing gonna break my stride. I was made for this. No, I meant who owns it. No one owns TWRCon. It was just an arbitrary name given to the meetup last year, and that's how NoobCon got started. And then people got really angry at me because it was on my stream apparently. So I must be the one behind it. I caused the evil NoobCon joke. That was ridiculous. She's an actress, dumbass. Okay, Gavin, we don't have to be all rude. Okay. Jeez. We don't have to be like that. You are awesome, Lego. Thank you, Pablo. Thank you. You didn't have to say that, but you did. And I'm very, very happy that you did. She's in Child's Play. Well, the remake. Still never heard of her. I had a friend named Aubrey in high school. How long will it be until people stop hating you? When the Democratic Party erodes. As long as I have Christian and conservative in my Twitter bio, even if I took those out, people would still hate me. And I don't really like discussing the fact that I'm hated in this fandom because every time I do, I fear for my Twitter DMs because I know, or at least I feel like one of them is gonna come into my Twitter DMs and be like, "Yo, why you talking about TWRCon? Why you talking about us hating you? We don't hate you." And then you actually go to TWRCon and you shit talk me the whole time after you say you don't hate me. Hilarious. I fear for my Twitter DMs every time I talk about this because I don't know. It's because of my political opinions. And people just can't accept the fact that I have different opinions than they do. They would rather, a lot of the people that hate me in this fandom would rather sit behind their computer screens and shit talk me behind my back, which they have done for years, and not actually man up and speak to me face to face. And that's their problem, not mine. Sorry for the dumbass, you're still great. It's fine, Gavin, it's fine. I have dumbass moments. I've been watching you for a while, Lego Lover. You're one of my favorite YouTubers. Thank you, Yannel. Dude, Lego Lover, I love you, man. You're one of my good friends in the fandom. Thank you, King Henry. Thank you. I saw on your Twitter when you passed through St. Louis, you'll be there in July. I will be there in July, second week of July. Maybe we'll cross paths and meet. Maybe. Maybe. I accept your opinions. You say that all the time, Gum Robber. I appreciate that. You're one of the only ones that does. Especially those that don't agree with me. They'd rather call me an Islamophobe or a xenophobe when I actually quote actual facts towards them. But that's okay. My favorite video with you is Sordo's Legend of the Lost Treasure. I'm your biggest fan. Thanks, Gavin. I assume you mean the HMR I did on Legend of the Lost Treasure. I think you're a good YouTuber and I respect your opinions. I might be a Democrat, but I respect Republicans' opinions. Okay. Interesting. I enjoy being in the chat of these live streams. I think these live streams are pretty good. Yes, that's the episode. Okay. All right. Well, what are we at now? We are at 2 hours and 7 minutes. Hopefully someday we can meet up or so. I've always go to cons and meet such people. Hmm. I've never been to any like conventions, Yano, but I'm more than open to like if I started my own convention, like Conservative Con, Evil Conservatives Con, I would do that. I would just to piss off the TWRCon people because they'd be like, "You can't start your own thing. You can't start your own meetup. We do that." I kid. I kid. Most of them are good guys. They're just trying to have fun in the fandom, and I respect a lot of their content that they've made. Not that they would respect me, but I respect them as people. I respect them as content creators and people that just want to have a good time in the fandom. They have a weird way of doing it, but I respect that. Or at least I try to. You should buy Wolf of Wall Street on Blu-ray. I have it, Dolphin Dude. I bet I get invited to Evil Conservative Con. You would, Henry. You and Henry, the other Henry, Crimson 2091, everybody in our Evil Conservatives DM group would be invited. Already seen Dark Phoenix, and I'm gonna see Men in Black International probably next week. So, what are we at now? 2 hours 9 minutes. Okay, we are approaching the length of. I actually think we're past the original length of the original Star Wars. So, this has been fun. I have really enjoyed this. I needed this. These live streams are very therapeutic for me. I really enjoy doing these. Honestly, it's a blast getting to interact with you all, even if it's just me talking to just you all. You seem to enjoy it, so I really enjoy doing these, especially now since I, you know, showed this. So these are always been fun. Um, seen 2 copies of RoboCop on DVD. You mean 2 separate reprints, or because I couldn't really find a lot on RoboCop on DVD. That video got claimed, by the way, by a company that claims it's MGM. I don't think it's actually that, but they won't release their claim, so I'm not making any money off that video. So nice. Nice to see that YouTube still has false copyright claims still rampant on this website, and they don't do jack squat to help their creators. Anyway, I was gonna end the stream, then I started talking about something else. When will you see Toy Story 4? Probably the day it go. Probably the day it hits theaters. My family will probably want to see that. So anyway, guys, I want to thank you all for watching this live stream. I hope you're excited. Tomorrow, the Dark Phoenix vlog goes up. It's a better vlog than the film. So, uh, thank you all so much for all the chat questions and for all the support you give and all that good stuff. I will see you guys tomorrow in the vlog. I'm terrible at outros. I am awful at them. I'll see you guys later. Good night, everybody.